Blox.io is a browser game that has grown far beyond what anyone expected. It started as a small Minecraft-inspired project, but over the years, it expanded into multiple game modes, huge survival servers, and a dedicated YouTube community. Today, it stands as one of the most well-known block games you can play in a web browser. The story begins in 2021. That year, Blox officially launched. In the beginning, it was very simple. There were only two game modes, Bedwars and Creative. Bedwars immediately became the most popular. The concept was familiar: teams spawn on islands, protect their beds, and try to destroy the beds of enemies. Once your bed is gone, you can't respawn. The last team standing wins. Creative, on the other hand, let players build whatever they wanted. It didn't have as many blocks as Minecraft, but it gave people enough to experiment. The game looked basic at first, but the foundation was solid. Controls were smooth, the maps loaded quickly, and it worked on almost any computer. That accessibility is what brought players in. A lot of kids who couldn't run Minecraft could still play Blox. Throughout 2021, small updates trickled in. Performance got better. New blocks were added to Creative. Bedwars got balance tweaks. These weren't headline-grabbing changes, but they made the game more playable. Around this time, the first YouTubers began experimenting with content. Most were tiny channels uploading raw Bedwars matches, sometimes without commentary, but it was the beginning of Bloxed content on YouTube. Then came 2022, the year that many call the golden age. This was when Bloxed really started expanding. Survival mode was introduced, and it changed everything. Suddenly, the game wasn't just competitive matches or free build creative. Now, you had hunger mobs and exploration. You could mine, craft, and survive with friends. That one addition gave Blox the potential to be a sandbox game where players could live out long adventures. Zombie mode followed. This was a PvE mode where waves of zombies attacked, and players had to survive as long as possible. It was fast-paced and fun, giving people something new to try. With each update, the game felt less like a small clone and more like its own unique project. The community exploded that year. SMP servers became popular. Players set up worlds where dozens of people lived together, building towns, creating empires, and starting wars. Some SMPs focused on roleplay, with kingdoms, alliances, and political drama. Others were PvP focused, with clans battling for dominance. These servers created stories that people still remember. On YouTube, creators gained traction. Their videos gave visibility to Bloxed. Some uploaded tutorials, some made Bedwars, highlight reels, and others recorded SMP wars. This was also when Bloxed started appearing in recommendations for people who normally watched Minecraft content. The game's popularity was no longer just word of mouth, it had a presence on the platform. Updates kept rolling in through 2022. New mobs, new blocks, better mechanics. Even quality of life improvements felt big because the player base was so active. Every patch note was met with excitement, and entire Discord servers formed to discuss strategies, builds, and new features. By 2023, Bloxed had matured. This was the expansion era. Updates focused on balance and depth. Bedwars strategies shifted as developers adjusted PvP mechanics. Survival mode got new biomes and features. Creative gained more building options. Every change pushed the game toward feeling like a fully realized sandbox, not just a small browser toy. SMP culture reached its peak in 2023. Some of the biggest servers had full-scale wars, with alliances, betrayals, and massive battles. Entire YouTube series documented these conflicts like they were television dramas. Players put weeks into building kingdoms, only for them to fall in a single night of PvP chaos. The YouTube community grew as well. More creators popped up, many hitting thousands of subscribers in a matter of months, but some also disappeared quickly. This constant cycle of creators rising and fading became a recognizable pattern in the Blox scene. Through it all, updates continued. PvP balance, new items, bug fixes, and performance improvements. Nothing earth-shattering, but steady growth that kept the player base engaged. Then came 2024, and with it, chaos. This was the year hackers and exploits truly became a problem. Bedwars lobbies were filled with fly hackers, ruining matches. Survival SMP saw griefers with infinite item glitches. Creative mode suffered from exploiters who crashed servers with illegal blocks. Developers worked hard to patch the problems, but it felt like every fix created another exploit. The community became divided. Some players demanded stricter rules and stronger anti-cheat. Others almost enjoyed the unpredictability, treating the chaos like a Wild West era. YouTube was also affected. Some creators burned out and quit because they were frustrated with hackers. Others pivoted to content focused more on storytelling, history, or commentary about the state of the game. Bloxed was no longer just about pure gameplay clips. It had developed a culture, and YouTubers were documenting it. Now, we reach 2025, the present day. Bloxed still has an active player base, but it's smaller than during the golden age. The hacker problem hasn't vanished, but players have adapted. Private servers, better moderation, and community rules have helped stabilize the game. What makes Bloxed stand out today is its dedicated core community. The players who stuck around aren't just here for Bedwars wins or quick matches. They're invested in the history of the game, the rise and fall of servers, and the memories created over years of updates. YouTubers who remain now focus on telling those stories, documenting how the game grew, how the community evolved, and why people keep coming back. It shows how a simple idea, built on blocks, can become something much bigger, a community, a culture, and a history that players will remember for years to come.